how to set up the single upload interface to upload these products, as we finally got permission from Zazzle. We've been working on this for a long time, and I kind of want to go over how the process works. So before we get going here, inside of Merchformer, we're going to be talking about the single upload interface. It's at the very top if you guys log in. There's Windows versions, there's Mac versions, and I highly recommend you go through this walkthrough video. But what the SUI, or single upload interface, is going to do is going to allow you to upload to a lot of different either print-on-demand platforms, or it's going to allow you to integrate it with some marketplaces that can integrate with other things. So you have marketplaces, and then you have platforms. So when I say platforms, I mean something like Printful, for example, which can integrate with Etsy and eBay and Seller Central. But what we're going to talk about today is Zazzle. Okay, so if you're not familiar with Zazzle here, they have literally over 1,000 different products. We're going to go over creating a CSV real quick, and then we're going to go over this right here. The software is called the single upload interface. So let's go ahead and get started here. First thing you want to do, log into Merchformer, merchformer.com, and grab the single upload interface here. Make sure you grab the Windows 64-bit version. That's going to be pretty standard. If this one doesn't work, if you're on Windows, make sure to grab Windows 32. Otherwise, if you're on Mac, of course, grab the Mac version. Now, when you install it and open it up, it's going to look just like this. Very simple. It's going to ask you to upload a CSV file. So I'm going to go ahead and upload a CSV, and then we're going to talk about how to actually create one of those. So we're going to pick a CSV on my computer. So here it is. I've laid it out with title, description, tags, price, and image path. So you might be wondering, all right, I have a bunch of designs on my computer. How on earth do I get this into a CSV? So the first thing you want to do is open up what's called Google Sheets. If you just Google Sheets, it's literally a free alternative to Microsoft Excel. And then you just want to start filling this out with the information you have for your design. So in my case, and probably many of yours as well, we have a spot for title, right? All of our designs have titles. We're used to uploading this stuff to Merch. We have a description. Something that Zazzle includes, a lot of other print-on-demand platforms include as well, is tags. So you should put that in there. Zazzle actually uses a royalty base for their products. You don't actually enter in a price, but if you're going to use the single upload interface for anything outside of Zazzle, you want to include a price. And then finally, we need an image path, aka where is this design located on your computer. So you can just go ahead and start filling all of this out. So title of your design would be right here. I just copied and pasted that, so we will get rid of that, get rid of this, delete row. So you put your title of your design here for the first design, title of your design here for the second design, and then you just start filling this out. Like, this is your description. For tags, you might have tag 1, comma, space, tag 2. That's literally all you do. Price, enter in a price. And then for the image path, so I'm on a Windows computer right here. If you want to get an image path, as you can see on my desktop, here is an image. All you would do is click Shift, hold Shift down on your computer, right click, and then you want to copy as path, and then you can simply paste that in there. Now remember, in order to make sure that this works, you don't want these little quotations around here, so you simply remove those. And there you go, your CSV is filled out. Now in order to upload this to the single upload interface, the file that tells the software what it's going to be uploading, all you do is click File, Download, and you have to download it not as a Microsoft Excel, but as a comma separated value. This is CSV. So when you come over here and you have that file on your computer, you would simply upload it to the single upload interface, and it'll look pretty similar to this. I mean, you can put your title in the 5th column if you want, your image path in the 1st column. It doesn't matter, because all this software is doing is it's mapping these different options to this CSV. Now, there's a bunch of services in here. If you've seen one of these videos before, you are probably familiar with how this works. But there's Printful. They integrate with like 22 different platforms, I think, right now. Teespring, Redbubble, Spreadshirt, Printify also integrates with like 7 or 8, I believe. All together, there's literally like thousands of different products here. But Zazzle is the one we're going to go over. So let me clear all this out. When you first land on the Zazzle page, which is what we're going to be talking about today, you see something that looks like this. Okay, so you need a product URL. The very first step before we get going here, head over to Zazzle.com and just sign up for an account. Very, very, very easy. And if you have never used Zazzle before, go up here to Help, okay, and click the Zazzle guide. It's going to run you through what you need to get started in order to set up your account to accept the files that we're going to be uploading. So the first thing it's going to do is it's going to say, hey, pick a URL of a product from this page. It's a clickable link, so go ahead and click that. And you're going to be brought to this page. It's going to say Zazzle.com/custom/gifts. And as you can see, well, let's make this full screen. There's over 1,600 print-on-demand products here. I mean, you can do iPhone cases. Merch doesn't have that yet. You can do wedding invitations, okay? You can do calendars, planners if you're into the low-content book stuff. Mugs, playing cards, puzzles. I mean, there's so many different types of products here that Merch just doesn't offer, and it's going to take them a long time, Merch by Amazon in this case, to catch up to 1,600 products, okay? So the way this works is you land on this page after clicking the link in the single upload interface, and let's just pick a product. Let's do t-shirts. Everyone's familiar with that. Most of the products you have, or designs rather, are probably going to be in t-shirt format, so we'll just click on t-shirts. And we'll see all the templates. They have 23 different types of t-shirts in here. And for this example, I'm going to go with this one, just a men's basic dark t-shirt. All right, so this is the page. This is this super long URL at the top here is what you want to copy. So I'm just going to hit Control-C. You could right-click, copy. I'm going to paste it inside of the single upload interface and click on Save. So basically what that's going to do is going to tell the software, hey, we want to upload our images to this t-shirt right here. It's just a plain men's black t-shirt. And then we have a bunch of settings. This is literally all you have to do in order to fill this out. So we're uploading to Zazzle, we pick the product we want, and now we just fill out some settings. All right, what image do we want to upload? Remember, we put an image path inside of our CSV folder. If you are not comfortable using image paths, you can simply upload them to this tab. Just upload them straight to the software, and that will upload from this tab. But we put ours in our CSV file. So all we have to do is say, hey, what picture do we want to upload? We want to upload the image path. Now, if you use the image table, you would keep this like that and simply click this box. Very, very, very straightforward. I know you guys can figure that out. It's going to ask Marketplace department. Here's all the different departments that they offer. I usually just keep it like this. We can sell this design on 1.5 million different products. Again, I usually just keep this the same. Now, it's going to ask us for the color. Okay, this says retype color name from product page. So we're going to go back to this product page we picked. We're going to take a look at these colors. All right, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of colors. This one's called Cardinal. This one's called Black. You get the colors by simply hovering over them. This one's called Carolina Blue. So all we would do is type that in. Carolina Blue. Okay, and then a royalty percentage. Remember how I talked about this is not for, you don't just set a base price and get paid a royalty on it. They have a base price. You type in what percentage royalty you want to receive when you get a sale. So this example, I'm going to go 5. You can hit 25. Literally doesn't matter. It depends on what you want to sell the products at. So we're going to hit 5% royalty, and then we're just picking out some options. Is this design going to be like a super violent design? No, it's not. It's going to be a G-rated design. Product visibility. Can people see it? Is it hidden? Do you want direct link only? We want people to purchase it, so clearly we're going to do public listing here. And do we want to allow people to customize it? Right. So if you're a customer on the other side, you go to Zazzle, you find this great design, you go, wow, I really wish that design would have X on it. You could click yes, and it would allow the customer to do that. I'm just going to keep it no. And then finally, you have to pick 3 things: the title, the description, and the tags. So let's go ahead and map. You just use the drop-down menu and map those options to the CSV file. That's literally how every single one of these products work. So for the title, match it to the title, description, match it to the description, and tags, match it to the tags. Now, if we go back here and we take a look, I have more than 10 tags in here. Zazzle only accepts 10 tags, but this is literally all of the options you have to fill out. That's it. Then we go to the Uploader tab. This is what you're typically going to see, all right? And you'll be able to simply say, hey, like I want to upload to Redbubble. Well, we didn't fill out anything on the Redbubble services, but we did on Zazzle, okay? You can check which designs you want to upload. You can show the details of exactly what's uploading. Now, Zazzle is extremely serious about their intellectual property. Okay, let me say that again. Do not upload anything to Zazzle that you do not own. Like, that should be pretty clear by now, seeing that we're in print on demand. But always make sure you run this trademark check. You take a look at what's trademarked. Make sure that you're not infringing on anyone. Now, if you have license agreements in place, okay, please reach out to me. I have an email that goes directly to Zazzle's department that you want to get in touch with. Same as merch. That stuff needs to be on file, okay? If you have license agreements, get in touch, and I will put you in contact with the right people. But essentially, if you're just uploading designs you've created yourself that are free from any intellectual property issues, just make sure everything checks out here. You can pick out what you want to upload, but everything looks good, okay? So from here, all you have to do is click Start Uploading. It's going to bring a page that looks like this. All right, so it's going to say what exactly it's doing. Let me bring that page over here. Now, big caveat here. Zazzle is one of the only programs inside of the SUI that when you pass all these CAPTCHAs, so you're going to have to go through what I like to call CAPTCHA hell. All right, you have to do some CAPTCHAs, then it will start running. Let me just go ahead and show you. This window will stay in focus. The reason for that is if Zazzle pops a CAPTCHA up on you instead of the object failing, you'll be able to enter them. But we've put some breaks in place to make sure that these are actually limited. However, when you log in, you're going to have to do this on the first login. So we're going to say I'm not a robot. And then it's going to ask you to fill out a ton of different CAPTCHAs. So bear with me here as I go through these. These are always really, really boring. You've probably seen them before. But if anyone has any questions while I'm filling out these CAPTCHAs, drop them in the comments. I'd be happy to answer them. All right, crosswalks. Good old cat. If these could like speed up a little bit, that'd be really nice. Hey Jacob, see Ken's in here, Melissa, Pablo, how you guys doing? All right, that's enough crosswalks. Oh look, traffic lights, lots of traffic lights. Oh, that's it, crosswalks, traffic lights. So you're gonna have to do this each time, but it's going to be the first time that you log in here, okay? And once we get through these, it'll actually start uploading. So, what if I'm a robot? Ken Real, if you are a robot, this is probably going to not pass for you. There's a bus. All right. There we go. Okay, so it's finally a robot. It's probably going to ask me to log in now. All right, so I'm going to do this on another screen. And then it'll probably ask me one more set of CAPTCHAs. All right, so it didn't, so here we go. Okay, so everything is going, and now the software is just going to, so it's this loading picture here. Let's see if you guys can see this. You can't. But basically, it's going through, it's filling the description, it's filling the department. All right, let me try to bring that back in. All right, it's filling everything out, filling the tags right here. It's adding the royalty. I'm not actually touching anything, and there you go. It's actually just hit post. Okay, so congratulations, and it closes the window. If you had more than one design in here, it would go through each and every single one in order. And keep in mind, with Zazzle, again, because they do a bunch of those different CAPTCHAs, there is going to be a wait period in between designs. All right, this isn't about spamming the platform. It's about creating excellent designs, which you guys are already doing on Merch by Amazon, and getting those same designs up on all of these different products. I mean, if we go back, give me one moment here. Clear. We go back to this page right here. I'm telling you guys that if you actually take the time to go through here, so like let's say you have 100 different designs, okay? So you put 100 different rows in here, All right, so this would be your first design, second design, third design. You actually take the time to fill all this out, and then you go through here and you upload those 100 designs to Etsy through the Printful integration, eBay, Teespring, Redbubble's got like 33, 36 products, something like that. Spreadshirt, they have 200 products. Printify, hundreds of products. Zazzle, what was Zazzle's? Like 1651. If you have just 100 designs, the goal should be to get those designs everywhere. Because I see in the groups all the time, people are like, hey, I put this design on Amazon and someone ripped me off and it's on like xkzdb.shopify.com. Well, one, no one's going to that website. But two, if you have that design on every single other platform out there, you are going to dominate the market. It doesn't matter if someone's on Amazon. It doesn't matter if someone's on Etsy. It doesn't matter if someone's on Zazzle, eBay, Teespring, Spreadshirt. Like, your designs will be everywhere. You can come in here and take a look. I mean, let's just take a look at, like, wedding invitations. There's 31 different types of wedding invitations you can include in here. All right, there's so many different types of products. Oh, before I forget, so let's say you have your account, your Zazzle account. One of the things Zazzle does, a little bit different than merch, is when you set up your account and you run the uploader and you're uploading products, you come over here to your store. So upper right-hand corner, My Stores, click on your store name and click on Products. See if it will load here. All right, on products itself, you see I have a ton of test designs in here. It takes about 24 hours. So give or take 24 hours for the designs to show up in your store live to be purchasable. Okay, so keep that in mind. So if you're uploading a bunch of products and you don't see them right away inside or live for sale, you'll typically get an email probably like 24 to 48 hours later, and then you'll get a ton of stuff going live here, okay? So keep that in mind. Last thing, I think actually, now that I think about it, I think that's about it. This is just my test store. I wanted to go over the upload process for you guys, the CSV. I get a lot of questions about the CSV. So if you guys want to learn how to do this, and I just went way too fast, inside of Merchant Former here, if you go up to right here, top menu, Merchant Former webinar, right, and click that, watch through this one. Okay, this is 2 hours long. Skip to the end if you want to. At the very end, I'd say like the last 20 or 30 minutes, I go over literally everything about setting this up, keywording your listings to make sure you actually can get some traffic to these products. The CSV is really not that complicated, and you only have to do it once. So what I would recommend as a merch seller myself, when you get designs back, okay, or creating your own, each time you create a design, open up your same CSV. You can reuse this over and over again for literally every platform. And just enter in, every time you do a design, you pay for a design, you get a design, doesn't matter, throw them in here. At the very end of the day, you're going to have everything organized in one place, and that one place is going to allow you to spread those designs literally everywhere across the internet. So make sure you do that. If you have an issue filling this out, make sure to watch this video. All right, I spent a long time doing that video, so I'd highly appreciate it instead of you guys sending me messages on Facebook, which, by the way, I probably don't see. They go in the other folder. Just watch this video, and if you have any issues, reach out to the Merchant Former support desk. But other than that, guys, Zazzle, I'm really excited to actually get started and get all my products up. This is very, very recent. We just released this a few days ago. So I'm going to stick around for a few minutes if anyone has any questions, but that is literally the entire process. Very, very simple, very quick. Lot of different products. Like so far, I think Zazzle takes the mark there for the amount of products that they offer. Tier 100K Zazzle. Oh, FIS. Okay, so one thing that I totally forgot to point out is that Zazzle itself, all right, Zazzle.com, with Merch by Amazon, you start out with, 20 listings, 25, actually you start with 10 now. Zazzle allows you, right off the bat, as soon as you get an account, to technically have 100,000 designs for sale. Now, does that mean that you should go out and spam Zazzle? No, that's the easiest way that they are going to kick you off the platform. But if you are a seller, a prolific seller who has tons of really great designs, you aren't going to run into any tier up problems. You're going to have all the space that you want to sell your products because they offer so many products. They need to be able to have those designs for sale. So they allow you up to 100,000 different listings, which is amazing. You don't have to worry about the tier up process, which I see all the time. Okay, so none of that with Zazzle. And I'm not saying focus on Zazzle or focus on Spreadshirt or focus on Merch by Amazon. Merch by Amazon is amazing for getting your start in the print-on-demand industry, and it's still a huge moneymaker. But what I'm simply telling you guys is that once you've created those designs, those are your business assets, and those can be reused all over the place. They can be used on so many different products. They can even be used on books. They can be used on, apparently, wedding planners. We took a look at. Masks are hot, really hot right now. Does that say my name on it? Look at that. Neil with a face mask. I love it. They have excellent targeting, apparently. But yeah, so that's going to be all for Zazzle. If you guys have any questions, next few seconds, and there's a little bit of a lag, drop them in the comments. I'd be happy to answer them. If you have any questions, again, drop them in the comments, and I will get to them. But appreciate everyone being here. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks.